Right, that's the one thing I was a little bit upset about. And also, since we're in the Patreon, I, f- I figured I would let y'all know that this will be my last episode. Life has changed a little bit, and I need my days. But this is fun. I'm still going to hang out with them, and maybe if y'all do like another road trip or something, I can tag along with, be a special guest.
Well, it has been fun.
It has been.
You went from listener to guest grape to grape, and it has been a fun run.
And he's
Yeah.
getting promoted back to listener.
Right?
Promoted to listener, just like Dane.
Yeah.
I have all
They
the
can
passwords.
start a club.
I have all the passwords on it. Yeah, it'll be like the
Post Grapes Club.
the Post Grapes Club. It'll be me, Marcus, Dane, the Rooster.
They could start a post grape podcast.
It would never get done. 'Cause
It never
none of
would.
us would have time.
All lines are busy. Please hold.
Get that first liquid death of the episode. That
That cool, crisp opening.
killer cola, baby.
Yeah, I don't have any because nobody remembered to get me one.
You should have told me they had one more of these at the Speedway.
I'm glad that. No, I just didn't want to stop before I got home.
I was at the Speedway.
We got some Assemer.
Oh my gosh. Everybody, in case you don't know what ASMR is, that's ASMR.
I don't like how from my angle, it looked like you were like just rubbing those on your mouth, and I was like, "Tiny,
wasn't.
don't,
I was
don't
just having it
assault
blow
the
my chin.
peeps. Don't do that to them."
Well, I brought us a Wussy Boy Taste It today.
I'm okay with Wussy Boy tasted sometimes, especially whenever.
That's
Are you
loud for
feeling better?
Assemer?
Sorry, I had to let that out. That was that. Let me tell you, spicy water does that to you.
Oh,
makes
it does.
you way more gassy.
Dude, okay, so I got so gardened at the shop yesterday,
Jardin?
Oh, I saw this.
and I documented it, and I burped in the most sexual way possible.
I was wondering about that.
I had pounded like a lot of spicy water. I had like 6 Le Croix,
Oh my!
like back to back to back to back.
Those are some spicy water.
Yes, and the thing is, after you've done some Chardonnay, sometimes it takes a minute to get that burp, boy. So I walked around for 10 minutes feeling like I was going to explode, boy. And then it finally came, and I almost did too.
It was stuck up in you.
Yeah. That being said, for the Wussy Boy Taste It, I've got some cookies and cream peeps.
Yeah, and I've never had cookies and cream peeps before. I didn't know they existed. We walked by them in the store, and I thought, like, man, that'd be a good taste it, but I didn't buy it.
Right.
Really hard to open it like this.
Oh, that is.
That was so
Sorry,
crinkly.
headphones listeners.
No, I'm not.
No, thank you, headphones listeners. None of that peak.
I got to move away from the mic. It's starting to become a weapon.
Okay. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, it comes in traits?
It comes in trays.
You never ate Peps before?
The thing is, it's traits. in
all,
trays.
We're all going to have 2. I got to put another one in there so we can all get the same spread. Because you can't just, you don't know about just one. Because they're a full mouth thing.
What's that in that thing over there?
What?
What's that in that thing over there?
Water?
What's that in the wrapper?
The extra 4.
What are the extra 4 doing?
I mean, we're going to eat them too, but
okay, I was just making
So they're speckled,
yeah.
white and brown.
And I got
If you
little
ask
peeps.
if you ask me, this doesn't look like it's got much in the way of
It-
having cookies nor cream happening.
It smells aggressively like a cookies and cream pencil.
It also looks like it to me
They've
looks
had a tragic accident, they look like.
to me maybe I've just gardened too much, but it looks almost like a Greek sculpture of a Yeezy shoe.
Yeah, a little bit. Except with eyeballs.
Like I don't have eyeballs on mine. Mine's just a blurb.
Well, this one has eyeballs. This one has more like lizard style eyeballs.
Mine's getting droopy in my fingertips because I'm warm.
Well, let's get one in.
Let's put one in. As per normal, granular outer texture.
It just tastes like a peep.
There's a little bit of chocolate.
No,
I mean, it's not. I'm not upset because it's a peep. I like peep.
it's got a slight hint of might have set. This is the La Croix of tasting like cookies and cream. This sat next to cookies and cream ice cream on the shelf. Cookies and cream ice cream was invented in a 1970 not vape. Shit, my mouth. In the a 1970s ice cream shop because it was his idea to actually do a cold slab marble and to then mix in ice cream on the cold slab with different mix-ins and crushed up flavors.
Oh yeah, Cold Stone Creamery.
But he didn't own that. He invented all of that. He invented mix in ice creams and different variances on flavors based off of textures as well as flavor. So not just like a strawberry vanilla chocolate. It's like a can I have these last two?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I'm starving. I didn't eat much yesterday. I was busy. I watched a ice cream documentary the other day.
I can tell.
Because Ben and Jerry's actually stole the idea for crushed up candies and cookies and all that, the big chunks for texture and feel. Because Ben from Ben and Jerry, I think, or one of the two, hell, I've got a 50-50 chance I'm going to go with Ben. I think he has a textural problem with foods to where his taste buds don't activate if there's not enough texture to get his mouth going with it. I don't know what it is about it, but it's a certain syndrome that they named on the documentary, but I didn't take a note on it because I was just watching it for fun, not for notes. Because that's what I do as a human. I choose to watch documentaries over ice cream and also how Lunchables were made. I
didn't know there was a story behind those.
There's a story behind Lunchables. There's a story behind McDonald's.
Was you watching the Fat Files?
I was watching an HBO show.
Okay, because the fat electrician who does military stories also has a channel called the Fat Files, where he goes into the history of fast food and fast food places.
Sorry, I was trying to do that off mic.
No, you need to do that on my boy.
Ray Kroc. Ray Kroc from McDonald's. I've actually seen a movie about Ray Kroc that was a real production called what was it called? The Founder.
Yeah, didn't that come out like a year or two ago? The guy that played Ron Swanson in Parks and Rec played him. Is there a different one?
No, The Founder was played by Michael Keaton.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, I'm thinking of Val Kilmer.
I thought it was Michael Clark Duncan. Also, rest in peace, Val Kilmer.
Right.
Yeah, Val Kilmer did.
You said Michael Keaton, and it made me think Batman, but it was a different Batman. We've lost two of the Batmen.
Who was the other Batman? Oh, Adam West.
Did he die? I was thinking animated Batman.
Kevin Conroy. Damn,
Kevin
we've lost
Conroy.
3 Batmen.
Right, 3 Batmen.
And George Clooney's still here.
Is it? No, doesn't he have a middle tooth?
That's Tom Cruise.
All that money, and they still. Do you think you get that when you join Scientology?
I think he had a face injury. I saw it, so I knew. But he started off with normal teeth, and then I think he got kicked by a horse or something. So he had to have like facial reconstruction, and he ended up with a middle tooth.
Damn.
So the middle tooth isn't genetic. You can look back when he first started his acting career and go, he had a normal mouth. And that's if you're in the camp of he's not an alien.
I almost died, and I'd like to apologize to the audio-only audience because we do have a YouTube channel and we do record shorts and do different stuff with video now. So if you're watching, you'd understand. If you're listening, you'd hear me freaking out and not understanding what happened. I was eating a peep. Meanwhile, Tiny was crumpling a baggy sound.
We're doing some ASMR.
Yeah, he was doing the asser manure. And he was doing that ass manure. And, ASMR, it's just short for ass maneuver.
Ooh.
And he was doing some of that ass maneuver.
And you can do ASMR with ass maneuvers.
Yeah, ASMR the long.
Flexible enough.
Yeah, ass maneuver is just ASMR the long way. So he was crumpling it. I was chewing on a peep, And I was like, you know what? He's doing it louder and more and more and more. So I'm going to reach over here, and he's going to go down into the well.
I thought you was
And-
going to mute me.
No, you were going in. I thought I was going to send him to the well,
him
and
to
I
the
was.
timeout.
He had a reaction like Dad reached for the belt buckle. Like I'm like, no, I'm good.
You got dad eyes.
Oh no! Oh man, I didn't know that dad eyes even existed until we drove to Murfreesboro.
Oh my
together.
gosh! Yeah.
The most aggressive dad eyes is in
Red.
that
I
video.
didn't even know they existed. And by God, when I drive, I look like a fucking father.
Yeah, you do. In that minivan,
I am
was
concerned
worried.
over. I see all, and apparently nothing at the same time. Like,
Mom and Dad even got into a fight when we were trying to find out the fake factory. Do you remember that? We had to
Yeah.
turn around 3 times.
well, also my wife gets anxiety inside of the vehicle. My wife also gets storm anxiety. Those things were combined last night.
Was she not wearing her Thunder shirt?
You know good and damn well that they don't have a human thunder shirt.
They do actually.
Yeah, it's called a straight jacket.
No, because certain autism things that help with autism compression does that, and they have things that are similar to Thunder shirts.
Yeah. So it is a thing.
No, if she gets too scared, we always sing our thunder jingle.
All right.
Yeah, it's the thunder jingle. You know the thunder jingle.
I mean, I've seen Ted once.
You do. Come on.
I remember something like you can thuck my dick.
Oh God, Mike! Mike, are you back? Is Mike back to collect the Thetan? We got to make sure that Mike doesn't collect the Thetan
Mike
from the
Tyson as a
Scientologist.
Scientologist would be the worst thing ever.
Mike-
There's so many T's.
Mike Tyson, he had to collect the demons
Scientology.
from the Scientology choice. No, there's no. He said he'd probably say church.
Theog.
What just happened?
I
What-
tried to say Seorg as Mike Tyson, and it come out just really bad.
Oh well.
Let's just get over the theme song so we can forget what.
Oh, I don't want to go to the music yet. Don't drag me into it.
Gather round, you mates of mine, for tales of nerds and lore. 3 best friends on a podcast line with laughs and chats galore. From comics great to movies grand and games we love to play. We'll sail the seas of fandom land in our nerdy way. Heave-ho, raise a glass to the stories we entwine. With laughter loud and knowledge vast, nerded through the grapevine. Heave-ho, come join the crew, we'll share our tales divine. From D&D to MCU, nerded through the grapevine. From wizards bold to galaxies far, we dive into each quest. With theories wild and memes that spar, we're surely blessed, no jest. We'll chat of heroes, foes, and plots, and all the trends that shine. With every laugh, we'll tie the knots in our nerdy design. Heave-ho, raise a glass to the stories we entwine. With laughter loud and knowledge vast, nerded through the grapevine. Heave-ho, come join the crew, we'll share our tales divine. From D&D to MCU, nerded through the grapevine.
Hi everyone, I'm Austin Shazam. Indubitably. Pfeiffer.
Fuck. I forgot to bring fucking fancy hats. God damn it. I was gonna bring fancy hats.
I do have a top hat.
I've got like 10 fancy hats that I never fucking wear that I could have brought for this goddamn episode.
Like, hold on. Like, when you're
I'm
talking.
so upset with myself now.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let's get through this. Otto, what?
Go ahead.
I'm Otto, the final cocktail.
It's the final cocktail. We can't get through this. We're not gonna do
I'm
it.
Tiny, the forgotten wonder.
We are nerded through the
Man, it's falling off the rails real quick.
And we are Nerded Through the Grapevine, the podcast where three best friends gather weekly to talk about our favorite parts of past, present, and future nerd culture. As we take a stroll through the garden today.
Yeah, we did.
The theatrical garden of poetry.
We're going to take a quick glimpse into a seldom talked about verse of poetry. The universe, if you will, verse for short, it fits. It is the... Otto, you coined this phrase earlier. What did you
It
call
is
it?
the show poets.
The show...
Show poetry, if you would.
Show poets. The show poets are the ones that have a bright and vibrant... There went my elbow.
It's just feeling the magic.
You're feeling the poetry course
feeling it,
through you. I mean,
yes.
because I was ingesting some poetry the other day, and I found one where it was just these show poets, and I said I have to introduce this. We've talked about it before. We have to show our listeners these show poets that we love so much and these show poems.
And in these poet shows, they actually will have lights and they will have dancing to go along with the reading of the words.
Choreographed movement number.
Choreographed movement, better than anything I would see in church growing up. So, if
You
you'd
went
like
to
to...
the wrong churches.
Oh, no. I'm talking about the interpretive movements that everybody came out with in the early 2000s. Don't tell me
I will give
you've
you that
never
one.
seen this come out on the stage in the middle of...
Oh, so many times.
And then you got... Oh! Present it up to him! Continuing forward. Otto?
My first show poem is Mamma Mia.
Here I go again. My, how did I forget you?
I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. So I made up my mind. It must come to an end. Look at me now. Will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire within my soul. And I can hear a bell ring. One more look. And I forgot everything. Whoa. Mamma Mia. Here I go again. My, how can I resist you?
That's a wedding DJ.
Mamma Mia.
You can't break ABBA out.
Does it show again? My, just how much I've missed you.
It causes your hips to move, but also makes you grab a gun and make it point towards your head. Continue, I'm sorry.
Sir?
Yes,
Gentlemanly.
I've been brokenhearted, blue since that day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma Mia, now I really know. My, I could never let you go. I've been angry and sad about things that you do. I can't count all the times that I've been told I'm through with, oh, fuck me.
No, thank you.
Whoa!
Sorry.
Sir.
Sorry, I just my brain got lost in the
Oh.
poems, the lines. Let me restart that one. I can't count all the times that I've told you we're through. And when you go, when you slam the door, I think you know that we won't be away too long. You know that I'm not that strong. And I can hear a bell ring. One more look. And I forgot everything. Whoa. Mamma Mia. Here I go again. My, how can I resist you? Mamma Mia. Does it show again? My, just how much I've missed you. Yes, I've been broken-hearted, blue since the day we parted. why do I ever let you go? Mamma mia, even if I say bye-bye, leave me now or never. Mamma mia, it's a game we play. Bye-bye doesn't mean forever. Mamma mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist you? Mamma mia, does it show again? My, just how much I've missed you. Yes, I've been broken-hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma mia, now I really know. My, I could never let you go. Thank you.
I'm guessing that the Southern poet Garth Brooks might have
Where are the
taken
bodies, G?
he might have taken some clues from ABBA in how to repeat a phrase.
Several reprises.
Because all I kept thinking of during that was, Jesus Christ, this makes me feel like I've got friends in low places. Where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And you know what, though?
I'll be okay.
I'll be okay. Because I'm not big on... I'm trying to improve, but I'm not big on social graces. So I think I'll slip on down to the Oasis. Because I've got friends.
In low places.
Yes, indubitably.
I believe that number one, I've recently watched a Japanese animated television show that has a character in it who runs a bar. She's a barkeep, just a tavern keeper that's also got an inn. You know, one of those classic characters.
Right.
But she's an ex-military official that was one of the strongest soldiers that had strength-based fighting prowess in the general's army, and her name is Mamma Mia.
Here I go again.
I can't. I've watched 5 seasons of this show called "Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?"
I've seen this. I've seen parts of this one, I believe.
Watch it. It's epic, but I can't help every time it says Mamma Mia, the bar tavern wench kind of Mamma Mia. Damn it. She beat people with her whenever she comes out of retirement, and she actually gets her like pizza spatula, like her what's those things? Those long
Pizza peel.
Yeah, one of those things, and she's like, that's her weapon, and it's awesome.
I mean, it is a formidable weapon of choice.
It is a large stick with a flat spot on it. I mean,
Absolutely,
it's like a large wooden spatula.
especially if you've got superhuman strength and it's made out of cast iron.
Oh, yeah, that's a weapon.
So, speaking of weapons, that brings me to my first poem. It's entitled Garlic from Dance of the Vampires.
This is only funny to him, so you know it's going to be
I have
screwed up.
no idea what it says. We live in constant danger. There's evil in the air. Some people pray. Some run away. Go crazy with despair. Bring us one more bowl now. We want more, you've got the goods. And another bottle right away. You'll forget what's in the woods. We'll forget what's in the woods. Garlic, garlic when times are tough and grave. Garlic, garlic, it's a remedy we crave. Transylvania is scary. One cannot be too wary. For with garlic we are saved. With garlic we are saved. The days are disappointing. The nights are even worse. The cows are scared. The sheep are wary.
And I just shaved my purse.
Our lives are simply cursed.
Damn.
We dance as if we're happy. We sing as if we're fine. But the simple fact is simply that we've gone and lost our minds. We've gone and lost our minds. Garlic, garlic, the secret of staying young. Garlic, garlic, that's why we're so well hung. What's strong is getting stronger. What's long is getting longer. With garlic on your tongue. With garlic on your tongue. We've simply lost our minds. We've simply lost our minds. We've simply gone and lost our bloody minds. Garlic, garlic, the secret of staying young. Garlic, garlic, that's why we're so well hung. What's stronger is getting stronger. What's longer is getting longer. With garlic on your tongue, with garlic on your tongue. Garlic, garlic, it's the nourishment we crave. Garlic, garlic, when times are tough and grave. Garlic, garlic, it's a remedy we pray. Transylvania is too scary. One cannot be too wary. For garlic will be saved from the cradle to the grave. With garlic we'll be saved.
What kind of poet or poet picture was that from?
What kind of poet show was that on?
That is from Dance of the Vampires.
I've never.
Yes. What genre of?
It was on Broadway.
Okay.
All right.
Did it review well?
No.
Okay.
It's one of the worst of all time.
Is that what your selection will be today? Indubitably?
Indubitably. Indubitably.
Oh, God. Indubitably it is. Well, if you're going to be doing that, then I suppose I'll have to counteract what you've done.
Several of them, I have no idea what they contain. Only one of which I have previously read.
Masquerade by Andrew Lloyd Webber. Masquerade. Paper faces on parade. Masquerade. Hide your face so the world will never find you. Masquerade. Every face a different shade. Masquerade. Look around. There's another mask behind you. Flash of mauve. Splash of puce. Fool and king. Ghoul and goose. Green and black. Queen and priest. Trace of rouge. Face of beast. Sounds like I'm casting a fucking spell.
I was worried that you're about to be.
I'm just picturing
Faces.
performance in my mind.
Take your turn, take a ride on a merry-go-round in an inhuman race. Eye of gold, true of is false. Who is who? Curl of lip, swirl of gown, ace of hearts, face of clown. Faces. Drink it in, drink it up, till you've drowned in the light, in the sound. Masquerade. Paper faces on parade. Masquerade. Hide your face so the world will never find you. Masquerade. Every face a different shade. Masquerade. Look around. There's another mask behind you. Masquerade. Burning glances. Turning heads. Masquerade. Stop and stare at the sea of smiles around you. Masquerade. Grinning yellows, spinning reds. Masquerade. Take your fill. Let the spectacle astound you.
Dare I say that is from one of my favorite poetry performance pieces.
And then shortly thereafter, the Phantom shows up at the masquerade. And he says, "Good evening, good messieurs. I do
You're welcome.
bid you a good welcome. I did not want to disturb you. God, I used to have that damn thing memorized. Now I'm going to go cry in a corner somewhere in my own feces. Oh, I'm so angry.
Seems like an aggressive
No,
reaction to you.
I have seen that movie / show more times.
Also, at that appearance, he's wearing nothing but red, whereas previously he's wearing all black, and his mask, instead of just one side of the face, is both sides, and it's like a demon mask. Like, it is such an epic reveal.
It is a great Red Death mask as opposed to the Red Death mask that Broadway had represented it as, because it was, more budgety.
Yeah.
I'm pissed. I'm so pissed. I'm going to have to just suck my pride up and realize that I can't remember everything all the time.
You can only have so much.
I can
Okay.
I see, that's how you can separate me and Schmidt. Just in case you would ever confuse us any other way.
I have brought another poem. This one is from my childhood. I remember this one well.
I'm excited.
Well, Ali Baba had them 40 thieves. Sure does. Oh, that is
Shiradazi?
yes. Shiradazi
Had 1,000 tails?
had 1,000 tails, but Master, you're in luck. 'Cause up your sleeves, you got a brand. You got a brand of magic, never fails. You got some power in your corner now, some heavy ammunition in your camp. You got some punch, pizzazz, yahoo, and how. See, all you got to do is rub that lamp, and I'll say, Mr. Aladdin, sir, what will your pleasure be? Let me take your order, jot it down. You ain't never had a friend like me. Ha ha ha. Life is your restaurant, and I'm your maitre d'. Come on, whisper, what is it you want? You ain't never had a friend like me. Yes, sir, we pride ourselves on service. You're the boss, the king, the shush.
Czar.
Oh, that is not how I would assume that is spelled. It is Shah, but the Tsar,
The Shah?
the Shah,
Yeah, I always thought he said the Tsar, but no, the Shah.
the Shah.
Okay, that's another name for a king.
All right.
I thought I knew
Sorry,
that.
I am also reading this for the first time because I've watched this several times, but reading it is very different.
Oh, it's eye-opening whenever you actually read the poetry instead of listen to the poetry,
Yes.
because I've been misquoting several poetries over my lifespan, and my father is a master misquoter of poetry.
Yes.
even in live performance.
If you ever want to, look at my beard, and I'll tell you how.
But
Complexity within that joke, indubitably.
Indubitably. If you, just from the little bit we've gotten so far, depending on your definition of what the lamp is, this song can have two very different meanings.
say what you wish. It's yours, true dish. How about a little more baklava? Have some
Baklava.
baklava?
Baklava.
Spelling is not my strong suit, and reading words that I've never read before is very difficult.
You're fine.
So I apologize.
Oh, I got most of this poem memorized, but
Have some of column A, try all of column B. I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never had a friend like me. Wah-ah-ah, oh my. Wah-ah-ah, no. Wah-ah-ah, my. Can your friend do this? Can your friends do that? Can your friends pull this out of their little hat? Can your friends go poof? Hey, looky here, ha. Can your friends go abracadabra, let her rip, and then make that sucker disappear? So don't ya sit there slack-jawed, bug-eyed. I'm here to answer all your midday prayers. You got that bona fide, certified. You got a genie in your change, in charge. You got a genie for your charge d'affaires. I've got a powerful urge to help you out. So what's your wish? I really want to know. You got a list that's 3 miles long, no doubt. Well, all you got to do is rub like so. Hey ho. Mr. Aladdin, sir, have a wish or 2 or 3? I'm on the job, you big nabob. You ain't never had a friend like me. Never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend. Never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend like me.
Diddy.
Yahaha. Wahaha.
Duh.
You ain't never had a friend like me. Ha.
And if you've got some free time, check us out on your social media accounts. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and we are on TikTok. If you're on Instagram and Facebook, you can get us at Nerd Grapevine. Real easy on that. If you're on TikTok, we've got it under my account on there, just because I'm the one who's mostly on there doom scrolling, and I might as well have the videos posted of our friends gathering together with our snippets of fun that we can have together. We got a few fun ones on there. Hercules Plate's my favorite one so far, just because. You get on there, you'll find out. Austin.shazam.phi on TikTok.
And check us out on Patreon. You can support the cause and get some extra content. $5 will get you uncut audio, record button to record button. And $10 will get you uncut video and extra videos like The Smoothening, Nerds Day Out, and Nerds Do Discs. Be sure to check out the link in the description, give us some dollars, and get some extra juice.
Find us on Discord as well. There's going to be a QR code right here. Check that out. Scan it with your phone. It'll take you right to us. It'll take you to what we like to refer to as the Backyard Bonanza. That's the party where we all hang out, and it's a real good time. There's memes and all kinds of stuff. We're on there live, uncut, uncensored, and irrevocably circumcised.
We're also on YouTube. If you want to check us out on there, get on YouTube, type in Nerd It Through the Grapevine, and watch our videos.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's from a show poem called Aladdin, made by the Dosney.
I have a lot of respect for the dramatic reader Robin Williams.
Yes,
Indubitably.
Who had originally
was surprisingly well.
who originally performed that poem. As many tongue twisters
Spectacularly.
as were in that.
Because he spoke it at a much faster rate than I did.
He also lived at a much faster rate than we all did. Like, the man lived 5 lives in one day. Like, just the way his brain works. I
Certain white
guarantee.
powder would do that.
Oh, well,
Well, you know.
that probably too.
Probably.
The most likely, guarantee the 70s and 80s. Guarantee.
But a lot of people don't consider that a musical just because it's not in typical musical form. Or a show tune, sorry. The
it's not
words
a
come alive to
Yeah,
me.
it's not a show poem.
A show poem.
All the Disneys
Remember
technically
it.
are. I don't care what anyone says.
Show poem.
Show poem.
So, my second selection.
Did you usurp the selection?
No, I've been going second.
I don't know.
You've been going after me.
I just live here.
Yeah.
Usurp your section.
My second selection is from Spider-Man, Turn Off the Dark. This poem is called A Freak Like Me Needs Company.
And allow me to tell you that during the performance of this particular show poem, one Spider-Man died, I believe.
I've never seen, nor did I know this existed before today.
I have heard of, and no, if they didn't, they wish they did, because
I
now they're
think
just
I remember hearing something.
now
like
they're
that.
just a Futurama floating head. That's how much is left after the accident.
If you're looking for a night out on the town, you just found me. A freak like me needs company. I'm a $65 million circus tragedy. A freak like me needs company. I'm not rolling, baby. Rolling in the green. But you need a freak. A freak. I'm the new Coney Island. And all the rides are open and free on me. A freak like me needs company. All the weirdos in the world are here right now in New York City. All the braves and boys and girls are dressed to kill without pity. All the weirdos from out of town and all the freaks always around. All the weirdos in the world are here in New York City. Here in New York City. I got a crew of party animal mutants by my side. A freak like me needs company. Demon hairdo evil dresses who just won't be denied. A freak like me needs company. The crossroads of the world do not need a little tweak from a freak. I said goodbye to my straight life 'cause I'm a freak. A freak like me needs company. All the weirdos in the world are here right now in New York City. All the braves and boys and girls, incomprehensible. Show no pity. All the weirdos from out of town and all the freaks always around. All the weirdos in the world are here in New York City. Here in New York City. Oh yeah. That's the boys, and the ladies sing La La La.
I struggle with the theming of that one because you said this was from a show poem of Spider-Man.
Yes.
There was not a lot of references to.
No, that sounds like an Osborne.
This might be from the antagonist's perspective.
That sounds like an Osborne to me.
Yes. I have never seen Spider-Man turn off the dark.
If
But-
you would take
Or a Richmond of some sort, because Spider-Man, I don't think Spider-Man is a $65 million anything that's going to gloat about something.
Yes, I'm pretty sure this is from the perspective of the antagonist.
I see.
Just based on the context.
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
I have brought a poem that I was originally introduced to in the year of our Lord, 2005.
Indubitably.
It is from a poetry show known as Grease. For those that are a fan of the movie version, they do not feature this specific poem in the movie version. It is only on the show poet version on Broadway or other theaters.
In the broadest of way.
This is called Mooning. This is from the perspective of the character Roger, in which I played in Greece. I spend my days just mooning. So sad and blue, so sad and blue. I spend my days just mooning. All over you. All over who? Oh, I'm so full of love, as any fool can see, 'cause angels up above have hung the moon on me. Why must you go? Why must I go? I'm mooning. So all alone? So all alone. There would be no more mooning. If you would call me up on the phone, I guess I'll keep on striking poses till my cheeks have lost their roses. Mooning over you. I'll stand behind. You'll stand behind. Mooning forevermore. Forevermore. Someday you'll find. Someday I'll find. You mooning at my front door. At your front door. Oh, 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 oh. Every day at school I want you. Always will until I got you. Mooning too. There's a moon out tonight.
This certain show poem is actually a lot older, isn't it? It's before the original release. Or set in a different time when certain words mean different
Yes.
different things.
In this definition of mooning. It is not revealing of one's posterior. However, when taken into account, can be quite comical. It is a heightened state of prolonged longing. That is what this gentleman Roger is suffering from.
Roger
Speaking of,
also was notorious for exposing his backside to folks.
but that's not what that poem is referring to.
It didn't help that his character was always showing his ass. Literally.
His posterior, if you will.
He was moving out his buttocks. I believe that it is my turn. Over.
Otto.
The tablet has had a problem. I would like to hold my turn until I
Okay.
fix the problem.
Would you like me to go?
Yes, I will pass my turn on to you.
Passing it to Tiny the Long Way, Tinefrid. It is your turn.
Okay, so
Spit a little.
this next selection is called Prom Climax from the Broadway performance of Carrie. Look at how she's smiling now. That stupid little cow. Well, the real fun has not started yet. I've had it up to here with all your demands. Remember, I'm not the only one with blood on his hands. Now I realize you got a bone to pick. But even for me, this trick is pretty damn sick. I've got one last little beat, and then my plan's complete for a night that she'll never forget. Norma, what are you doing? Sue? Hi. I didn't expect to see you here tonight. Giving it. Oh, God, you're underdressed. Giving it. What are you up to? Nothing. What's going on? I'd love to stop and chat. Giving it. But I'm on official ballet duty. But stick around, Sue. It's gonna be the best prom night ever. Giving it. Oh. In and out. Oh. Slower, closer, slower, closer. Oh, feel the heat. You on me and me on you. Mr. Stevens, I've collected all the ballots. Here you go. Why, thank you, Norma. Thank you so much. This is all so incredibly exciting, isn't it? Oh, feel the heat. You and me you. It looks as if we're gonna make it. I believe in getting even. That's what I believe. You always amaze me with the way that you think. Why not me? You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. Why not me? This is great. We're getting there, but not quite. We're not quite there. A night we'll never forget. This is great, so grab your date and hold on tight. Hold on tight. So hold on tight. This is great. The night's about to take flight. Take flight. A night we'll never, no never, we'll never forget.
I feel like I was experienced a half of an argument that someone was having with themselves.
I feel like somebody that's on their 75th hour of awakeness, suffering a manic episode from something bipolar related, was just talking to themselves in the corner of a gas station while I was trying to find a fucking liquid death of the flavor that I've seen on Instagram. That's all that I wanted, but that's what you just read to me confused me and made me not be able to be any kind of fucking professional person right now because I am hurt. I felt like I was just trying to give the gas attendant some money so I can get something else that wasn't the liquid death, but I accepted it was there and I was still thirsty. So if I went away without a drink, I would be. But the whole time, all I hear over in the corner is just somebody over there talking about he said, she said bullshit to themselves. If they were a man, they'd have their goober between their finger and their thumb, swirling it like a worry stone.
Look, so in Carrie, in either recitation of Carrie, that particular poem takes place right before where Carrie, the protagonist of the whole thing, gets covered in a bucket of blood, and then shit gets real pear-shaped. This is the song from the antagonist's point of view right before that. That being said, reading that, especially blind, was like an assault of sounds.
I was very confused because I was trying to sort out and find the next poem on the Tablet of Sadness, and then I would tune back into what was going on, and I felt like I had done something wrong, but I didn't know what because I was not paying attention, and then I come back and I was like,
Second analogy.
what did I do?
Second analogy. I'm scared. My mom and dad are arguing. I'm hiding in the closet because I don't like how loud they're getting. That's exactly the way what you just read to me make me feel. So it's not a surprise that this show poem didn't do very well on the Broadways.
Yeah, I felt like my recitation was pretty good for what I was given.
If and it be the way that you read it was the way that it was presented in at least 5% of the mode, fucking no surprise. No shock here. No shock here.
Oh god.
I don't know why somebody thought Carrie would be an excellent thing to make into one of these style of events.
Oh, help me.
That is a choice. I have found the poem that I wanted because this poem is actually it is from a certain show poem that me and my mother enjoyed watching together. And this is another one where some people will claim that it is not a show poem, but in my eyes, it is. And this is actually a combination song. This is two songs mashed into one, and it was hard to find, but
Better than this one.
I hope so. For me, it is.
We shall see.
Indeed.
Crying on the corner, waiting in the rain. I swear I'll never, ever wait again. You gave me your word, but words for you are lies. Darling, in my wildest dreams, I never thought I'd go. But it's time to let you know. Oh, I'm gonna harden my heart. I'm gonna swallow my tears. I'm gonna turn and leave you here.
Rock of Ages.
All of my life, I've been waiting in the rain. I've been waiting for a feeling that never, ever came. I feel so close, but always disappears. Darling, in your wildest dreams, you never had a clue, but it's time you got the news. I'm gonna harden your heart. I'm gonna swallow your tears. I'm gonna turn and leave you here. And then in the middle of the poem, the one nice thing with show poems is sometimes there's a little break in between the verses of the poem. So this one is, "Hey, sweetie," and another character. "This here's Justice Chandler, owner of the Venues Strip, excuse me, Gentlemen's Club, and mothers to lots of lost souls on Sunset Boulevard. For a 2-drink minimum, she'll provide you a shoulder to cry on. In the in the champagne room, you can cry anywhere you like." And then he goes back into the poem. "You say, oh girl, it's a cold world, when you keep it all yourself. I said you can't hide on the inside all the pain you've ever felt. Ransom your heart, but baby, don't look back. 'Cause we're going, we got nobody else. We're running with the shadows of the night. So, baby, take my hand. I'll be all right. I'll surrender all your dreams to me tonight. They'll come true in the end. I'm going to harden my heart. I'm going to swallow my tears. I'm going to turn and leave you here. Never in my wildest dreams. I never thought I'd go. But it's time to let you know. I'm going to harden my heart. We're running with the shadows of the night. I'm going to swallow my tears. So, baby, take my hand. It'll be all right. I'm going to turn and leave you here. Surrender all your dreams to me tonight. They'll come true in the end. Come on, baby. Let's go inside. And it is from a show poem called Rock of Ages,
Oh,
which,
who would have thought that?
right,
Never seen, but I have heard the title.
it is a lot of 80s hard rock poetry that was combined into a musical show poem, or a show poem.
Theatrical,
Theatrical show.
poetic performance.
Yes. And with that one, they took two hard rock poets' poems of Harden My Heart and Running with the Shadows of the Night.
But were those both Pat Benatar poems?
I know
I know.
Shadows of the Night was Pat Benatar. You have a
No, I like to see you struggle.
okay.
To quote another poem of poetry, poet. That's the word. Poet of the past. It's the struggle that makes you strong.
It's Quarter Flash.
Very well, then. I didn't remember that.
But Pat Benatar did write Shadows of the Night.
I like Pat Benatar. She is
A fantastic poem.
fantastic poet.
Goodbye, Tablet of Sadness.
Tiny Fred,
Yes.
my final poem in which I have brought is too epic to be read by me.
Oh.
For a portion here, I believe that the people of TikTok have responded enough by watching the shit out of it. We're going to have a guest to read this.
Oh.
This is Richard O'Brien, who wrote this for the Rocky Horror Picture Show. This is called Time Warp.
It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely. Not for very much longer. I've got to keep control. I remember doing the time warp, drinking those moments when the blackness would hit me and the void would be calling, and let's do the time warp again, let's do the time warp again.
It's a jump to the left and a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips and bring your knees in tight. But it's the pelvic thrust that really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. It's so dreamy. Oh, fantasy free me. So you can't see me? Oh, John Cena's here. No, not at all. In another dimension, with a voyeuristic intention, well secluded, I see all, with a bit of a mind flip. You're into the time slip, and nothing can ever be the same.
Are you good?
Indubitably.
You're spaced out on sensation. I'm going to die. Something's. I think that I had accidentally. What's that word where you swallow something down your windpipe? I think the marshmallow peep from earlier when I thought I was going to die is actually still back there.
It's fighting.
Has it been there this whole time? Is that why vaping's been difficult?
Are you? Do you
Hold on. Let me see something here. Cookies and cream.
I was about to
Are
say,
you a little lad that likes cookies and cream?
if I saw a peep shoot out and like smack against the wall, I was gonna be upset.
Well, I was walking down the street, just having a think, when a snake of a guy gave me an evil wink. He shook me up. He took me by surprise. He had a pickup truck and the devil's eyes. He stared at me, and I felt a change. Time meant nothing, never would again. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. It's just a jump to the left and a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips. Bring your knees in tight. But it's the pelvic thrust that really drives it insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
Now, Sheriff, how can a hog? Let's do the time warp again.
I don't. Listen. That poem used to be on a poetry playlist that I had while I was doing bingo. And every time that I would hear it, I would be too busy to do things, so it was a continuous playlist. I wanted to jump through the glass.
You wanted to escape.
Have you ever heard that poem before, Tiny?
I have, yes.
Does it make you kind of feel glass jumpy? Well, mind you, saying you could, and you could
I don't mind it.
achieve liftoff
Now,
of at least
your-
5 to 7.
Well, see, we both worked for the same place doing bingo.
Understood.
Was you given a curated playlist?
I was given a small MP3 style device that if you didn't have it plugged into an external cord, you could have a small 1/2 inch driver
Well, no.
on the back of it.
My question was, did you assign the poetry for this list?
Not until the last 6 months I was there when I discovered no one gives a shit.
When I inquired of which poems am I to play at each of the events, they said, figure it out.
Just put on a Spotify.
Yes.
That's
So helpful.
So I did things such as the Hammer and the Anvil song. I put my favorite poetry on the list, so I didn't have that issue.
I mainly just played Motley Crue for them because they're drinking margaritas. They're lacking one of two things: country or Motley Crue.
I forced the old crotchety bastards to listen to what I enjoyed.
What?
I also put things like Seven Nation Army in there for them. You know, there was a couple. I'm not a complete douche. However, most of the things were things that I wanted.
Do you have one? You have an erect pad over there.
Oh, I do. I was holding. I did have one additional bit of poetry. We don't have to do it, but I had an extra one just in case we did not have enough.
If
Hey, let it rip.
time allotted.
if you would like to let it rip, you have the time to do so now.
Okay. This is called The Master's Song from Dracula.
I was glad you did not say roots,
I was really worried.
because that also is a show poem.
I did not know that.
That
I wish I had known so I could have looked, but I picked from a list of the top 10 worst. Anyway, this poem starts off, Renfield. 2 years ago, I was minding my business, tending my garden at sunrise. I heard a voice in my head that intrigued me. I answered yes. Was I unwise? Thus it began all the long preparation he needed for his plan. He cannot enter without invitation, and I was his man. That's why I always know what he's thinking. I always know when he's drinking and from whom. When he slips in someone's room. Oh, yes, I always know who he's after. I hear his triumphant laughter in my head. When he finds some new well-bred undead, he sails across the 7 seas. His ship cuts through the waves, and when the crimson moon comes up, he drinks the blood of slaves. We have waited long for the master's song. It's time to join in the chorus. Sing his song, sing it loud and strong, and the master may give you new life. I can't speak of the master. You must understand that all of this is confidential. Take my word for it, preparedness is consequential. I'm ready, and soon I'll be free. The schooner runs before the storm. The crew is all below. The captain fights to steer a course. The master strikes him so. God, I hate what you said before I started reading this now. Trust me, I always know what he's thinking. I always know where he's sinking those sharp teeth. I know where to send the wreath. Master, they think a locked door prevents you. You're on your way, I can sense you. Through the window, through the grating, through the floorboard, through the fanlight, comes the mist, and you're kissed.
I had a similar thought whenever you reached that part of the poem.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, that...
Yet again, never pre-read.
My take on that is absolutely based off of never seeing that show poem. I've seen the movie Nosferatu recently. There was an extended cut,
Vampires were known to have familiars.
and
That's what it is.
the vampire that was on Nosferatu. It was Bill Skarsgård who played him.
Yes.
And basically, it was the only representation I've ever seen of a vampire that wasn't like I am now healed and in perfect form once I've consumed blood kind of vampire. This is more of like an infested corpse vampire that has to consume nourishment in order to exist. So the fact that he's like living in this dimly lit room, like, and on this, like when he comes and takes the boat over here, like the way that it looks and everything, and I just kept hearing his voice in my head, and his voice was the one that was reading that to me. So I was like, "Oh, Tiny, oh, this could be really damn creepy."
It could be.
Because his voice does not sound like something that should exist in this world.
It's not.
It's like the original vampires before the I want to procreate with you vampire. It's the, oh God, you're going to kill me, hideous beast vampire.
And in case anybody's wondering, I'm not possessed by a demon. I'm just doing voices. It's called only child syndrome. See, I had 3 siblings growing up, but they were half siblings, so they wasn't there all the time. So it's only child syndrome. I'm mama's only kid.
So I can do demon voices too.
You had to be your own friend.
Yeah, cool. Whatever.
Right? Wasn't it
what's
great?
What's he doing? Why is he on the back of his couch? Why is he on the back of the couch in his underwear?
Oh, he's just talking to his friend Satan again.
Look, he's
Austin, can you get down off the back of the damn couch?
Austin, get off that couch right now. How many times I tell you,
I
get on the
told-
back of there?
I told you,
And
by
I'm just
God, you
on the-
can't fly like them vampires.
And I'm on the back of the couch. And I say, I am Sabretooth.
because I'm down to just my skibbies pretending I'm Sabretooth from X-Men. Except I would have hurt myself trying to do deep voices back in those days because I used to have to like drop my chin into my chest.
So everything I would say would come out deeper.
So stupid talent has no real world function because if somebody could see me speaking that way, like those guys can, like it looks dumb as shit. But as far as like the voice coming out, it sounds pretty cool.
Well, see, it's one of those things that if you're outside and it's dark and somebody does that, they're terrified.
Oh,
because I knew an individual that worked at a place called Tees. Tees was a tiny bar in the outskirts of McMinnville where there were karaoke. Also, that's where I met a wizard that kissed my hand. However, not the important part.
I know this was
The guy who ran the karaoke and lived in the van out behind the bar next to the owner's van that also lived in that van behind the bar. So they were neighbors. They lived behind the bar in two separate vans. Could you know that baby laugh? Like how like little like infant babies
Like
laugh?
horror movie.
Yes, he could do that at will.
Oh God.
So at the time, the lady I was seeing, we did a lot of animal rescue. And so there was about 30 kittens that was living next to both of the vans with those gentlemen behind the bar. They came from nowhere. So we were bringing a bag of food for them one night. He didn't know we were coming. I didn't know we were doing this until we were doing it. And so as we're delivering the food for the baby kittens, because they were adorable and they were hungry, the guy from the other side exits his van home and starts walking around with a stick in his hand, and he starts doing that little baby laugh, and it was the creepiest fucking thing that I've ever heard at 3:30 a.m.
I can
in
imagine.
the dark.
I don't think I would have enjoyed that. I've seen TikToks of a man who connects his Bluetooth speaker to his neighbor's, not his Bluetooth, like he connects his phone to his neighbor's Bluetooth speaker in the neighboring apartment and plays Tiptoe Through the Tulips by Tiny Tim at 3 a.m.
Oh God.
He's, and
That
one,
would cause a murder.
I've seen that.
Also,
Also,
I unabashedly love that song.
Also, tonight, as I was exiting the Vape Sack Prime, I had Mildred in one arm like a football, and then I was turning around to lock the door, and I'd already unlocked the car door, and Trudy was like hustling to the car, and I was like, "Oh, it's raining, that's fine." So I was looking up at the rain, seeing how hard it was coming down. I turned around, put the key into the door to lock the door, and turned it and locked it, and Millie screamed like her scream bark that she does. And I didn't notice it and then until something moved. And there was an unhoused individual that was huddled into a cannonball, dressed in complete camouflage, in the corner next to the employee parking area.
Oh, wonderful.
And
Oh,
I had also found out that the couchman that had arrived today, that was getting visuals on the camera, had unlocked the back door to Vape Sack Prime and did not lock it back.
Fun.
Yeah, it's
So that individual came inside?
no. Easily could have though.
Yeah, they leave through the back knowing you're not parked back there.
They'd installed 7 new security cameras today and then left a crucial security mistake on their way out.
Yes.
Why do they need 7 cameras for that shop?
Cover every area. There's also one pointing towards the front and back entrance.
There's also
Down a side
there's a lot of
hallway.
inventory and a lot of doors.
Yes.
We have hallways, gaps, shelves, cases,
Yeah.
boxes,
I could
closets.
honestly do with 2 more because there are some blind spots, but they're in employee areas, so it doesn't super matter.
No.
We're not the issues. That's the point.
Everybody, thanks for joining us this week. I hope you've had a good time listening to us jabber on about these sophisticated things that may come off a little different in the spoken word than what you're accustomed to. Honestly, Tiny's would probably be more damaging to me in their original form based off of the lyrical content.
Yeah.
Lord.
Also, Otto, for one last time, if you went to prom with Carrie and she got doused in blood and then pulled grapes out of nowhere while somebody named Norma and Sue were yelling at one another and she handed you those bloody grapes, what would you do with them?
I'd probably grab them with a napkin because that's a lot of sticky that I don't want to get on myself, and then get her a towel, and then I would shove them up my ass.
Yay! And the crowd goes wild.
The crowd goes mild.
Bye-bye.
Bye.